nice in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruise.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Room here to run. Room to run past midfield. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. Give him 53 yards on the ground. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Let's go! What? None! What? None!
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at the 40. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 60 yards. And the 'Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This one up to the 26. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
Mariota to throw it this time. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs.
18. Lock in.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Eagle get the
2
field
yards
goal.
on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Now Howard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
This guy got it on man. Let's see when that field goal come out.
Come on. Blue. Hang on, we got you see it? Lock in.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton from 10 yards out, and the Bears are in for 6. And Parker, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch this. He's so used to playing with that man. Let my man get over.
Now they'll run with Lewis. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Girl, this man is crazy.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run with Howard as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Good throw there.
They'll run it now out of the
Look,
gun.
it's not blocking.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, running. He ain't no passing. Ain't no passing. He'll run.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're
Get
back
that
to
field goal,
Soldier
though.
Field following this short
Keep doing
break.
draws and shit. Come on. Come down that middle. We know you coming down that middle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few
ain't tricking
times here
no more.
today, this
Good
one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second
They ain't
down.
going down that middle.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's
Get the
complete.
field goal.
No gain on the
This
play, and it'll
Wildcat
bring
might
up
get
a
the
third
ball
down. Now, the old pass completion for no
Yo,
gain, not something you want
Wildcat
to
TV,
call
man,
up
let's
out of the
play a
playbook
game.
too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line.
For real?
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first
You
and
can't
goal.
even challenge none of the catches.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal. On third and goal, Howard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Get that field goal.
And the Titans get a signal for a timeout defensively. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Get this ball down.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Get a field goal.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
first down throw for Mariota. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Stay in the
Final play of the half here. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. Man. Cunningham now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, partner, the last couple weeks I've been asking you about the favorites in each division. We talked about Super Bowl predictions and all that, but what about a team from each side that might surprise us a little bit this year?
Well, the one I'm going to start with in the AFC shouldn't be a surprise when you look at who they have returning from injury, and that's the Houston Texans. They were running the AFC South for a while when everyone was healthy and J.J. Watt was getting to the quarterback. Now Deshaun Watson returns, and they're an entirely different team with him at quarterback. On the NFC side, I know a lot of people are looking at the Bears, and rightly so. I love them as a trendy pick. But I'm going to take one where people are saying maybe they're a 5-win team. I don't believe that for a second. The Seattle Seahawks. I think that they will surprise people and contend in the NFC West.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense.
Damn, he got it on faster than that.
Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wait for that line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Easy, easy, easy. One.
Mariota now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's doing a blitz.
Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
That blitz
After the
is broad
sack, they'll
daylight.
come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him again.
Wow.
The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
We're going to still run that Wildcat. Can't run the Wildcat. He's in the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, 18.
Come on. He took the flag.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Titans getting set to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
TV,
well
man,
played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Don't give up on the Wildcat.
2nd down, Mariota being chased out left. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On the toss play, Howard.
Defense can't save me the whole game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, Someone's going to shake free, and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Go one wildcat, then we're going to spread it out.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They won't let me spin.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Fix.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out
that
on
to
this
the block. He's still doing the
play.
same block. And that man, the wingman, was
Back
spread
now
out.
at Soldier Field. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
I got to get the first down. I got to score this drive.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. Now a clash of bodies here that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Matthews, the intended target. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They pitch out to Howard, and he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Good game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Can't get mad at this one. I lost this one. I'm going to act like I'm blitzing. I'm going to see if he's going to throw the popcorn out to him.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it.
He's scared to throw that left side
position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back.
Extend it. Have some fun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Going underneath for Lewis. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays down.
Oh, he dagged me.
One that's intercepted.
I knew he dagged me.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone.
I should have waited.
The 17-yard line.
I should have ran that man on the U-bend.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
That's a good game. You got to get every minute.
Lock in.
I play hard.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know what to do with him.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go with Howard again. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
I should never play this game right here. I lost this playoff.
The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Let's go.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And some space here. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Right.
Dion Lewis, 49 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is Howard on second down, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Play with him on his corner. Yeah, you see how he spike him up? He's doing something at top receiver.
On third down, Trubisky.
Oh, he caught
Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on third.
Good game, man. He got me. I need to practice my corner.
Trubisky now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. handoff. This is Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a... In jail I had... I make you cut off the... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them